find out. Guess we're waiting. See. No, I like you, babe. I hope you like me.
Okay, let's just get straight to it. We have got quite a bit to cover on this one. Quite a few chords, busy arrangement. So we're going to be jumping back and forth from the guitar and the chord chart on this. What you just heard and saw me play was the chorus in the track, which is also the same as the intro and the verses. So that's the majority of the song. We'll start by focusing on that, and then we'll look at the pre-chorus and the outro. Okay, so as I said, we're going to use the chord chart quite a bit here, so let's jump over there now. We've got 10 chords. Let's start here. Okay, let me zoom in a bit. The top line is what we need for the chorus, intro, and verse. Okay, so a bar per chord, starting on an E major 9. We move to an E flat major 9, followed by an A flat minor 9, then a D flat 7. Okay, so that's your first 4 bars. Next line, we'll run it again. Same, but instead of playing D flat 7, we go for a B flat 7. Okay, so let's look at that in the arrangement first, then we'll jump back over to the guitar. Okay, so I've left the chord boxes in the arrangement in the score there to make it a bit easy to see what's going on. But as we can see on the 4th bar, everything's the same, but the 4th bar, we substitute the D flat 7 for a B flat 7. And if we go back up to the chords, we can see that it's the same shape. D flats on the 9th fret, B flats on the 6th. Okay, so let's head back over to the guitar to have a closer look at those chords. So we're starting on the 7th fret for our E major 9. I want to pluck the middle 4 strings. We're going to be strumming with the rhythm, but I'd say start with plucking, because then you don't have to worry about the muting of the open strings as well. Slide that shape back to get you your E flat major 9. Then we move up to the 11th fret. Okay, for our A flat minor 9. Then low E string root now, 9th fret for our D flat 7. Okay, so those are the chords in that order. A bar per chord, that gives you your first line. When you run it back, everything's the same, but the last chord, instead of going for D flat minor 9, D flat 7, sorry, we go on the 6th fret for a B flat 7, yeah? Okay, so I'm going to play through it. Okay, as I said, this is the major part of the song, so it's definitely worth going through it slowly. But remember, you've got the intro section as well, where you can hear it in context. So let's start here. E major 9, E flat, and then A flat minor 9 to D flat 7. Starts again. Now we go back to the 6th fret. Rhythm wise, we want down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, I'd start with just the first half. Down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. It gives you time to change to your next chord, all right? Once you've got that, add in the last part. Up, down, up. Up, down, up. Okay, so that's the eander of the 4. So it doesn't give you much time at all to get to your next chord. So if you on some of the changes, need to leave it out to get a smoother sounding transition, then definitely would suggest doing that. Let's jump back over to the chord chart now to move on to the next sections. So there's your intro. This is exactly the same as the verse, same rhythm, same chords. Here's the pre-chorus, okay? So 8 bars. Let's just skip past that to look at the chorus, just so you can see it's exactly the same. And then we've got the next verse. So again, the same. Second pre-chorus is slightly different from the first, the way it ends. So I need to talk about that as well. And then got your chorus, back to the same stuff. And then here's the outro. So 2 new chords in the outro. Okay, so let's just jump back up to the top. Look at the chords again. So what are we going to need for the rest of it? We're going to need, for your pre-chorus, B major 7, G flat major 7, E flat 7, A major 9, and B major 9. Those last two are for the outro. These three are what we're going to need for the pre-chorus. So let's jump down to that now. Okay, so we see B major 7, G flat major 7, repeats. Same rhythm, guys. B major 7, G flat major 7. Then in the next line, back to the chord we started on, E major 9 to E flat 7. Same again, E major 9, E flat 7 on a semi-breve, which is a whole note. So let's jump back over to the guitar, see how that looks and how that sounds. So we just finished our verse on a B flat 7. Okay, so we're here. Okay, so all we're going to do, take everything off, but we anchor with this and slide up. Then we can go into our B major 7 shape. Okay, because we're strumming, I like to just put my index finger there as well, which is an octave of the major 7. Okay, just in case we hit it, and then slide down. G flat 2nd fret. Okay, so rooting on the 7th fret there for your B major 7, and then 2nd fret for your G flat major 7. Okay, hear what it sounds like. Does it again. Okay, that's your first line of your pre-chorus. Then we get back to your E major 9 to E flat 7. So instead of E flat major 9 and E flat 7, then it does the same again, and then E flat 7, or just a semi-breve. Okay, so you see all this information, guys, in the chord chart, the rhythm, the chords, the order, all the sections. Obviously, if you want to grab hold of it, just hit the link in the description. That'll take you to my Patreon page, and if you sign up for just $1, you'll be able to download my entire library. So that's a few hundred professional chord charts. So I'd highly recommend it for this one. Having the chord chart's going to make it a lot easier when learning it, and it's also a great way for you to support my work. Okay, so let's continue on. We go past that pre-chorus to the chorus, verse 2. Then we got the next pre-chorus. Okay, everything's the same. Starts the same here. Okay, then it starts the same on the next line, but it ends differently. A flat minor 9 to D flat 7. So we'll just quickly jump back over to the guitar. So the last line of the second pre-chorus to E flat 7. Whoops. Now A flat minor 9, which is how we end the first line of the chorus or verse. Okay, and then that's going to take us into our into the last part of the song, which is the outro. Okay, so starting on an E major 9, where we started the song, then we jump to the two new chords, A major 9 to B major 9. Okay, and then you just play that for 2 bars, and then on the next 2 lines, that last bar becomes a B major 7, which is the first chord that we play in the pre-chorus. Okay, so outro, we're starting on the same chord that we start on to begin the song. Then we're going to go to this chord here, which is A major 9. So we're barring in the 4th fret, root is on the 5th string, okay, and the 3rd finger there is playing a D string 6th fret. Only want the first 4 strings, slide it up 2 frets. Okay, and that happens again in the first line. So then we go back to the E major 9. Okay, and then back to this A major 9. Slide it up. This time, instead of 2 bars, we go to our B major 7. Okay, and then it just does that again. So before I wrap it up, I just want to send a shout out to all the patrons that have been supporting me for many years now. Without your help, I definitely would not be able to dedicate as much time as I do to learning these complicated songs, also the transcribing, the rhythms as well as the chords, and creating content like these tutorials takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. So without your help and without your support, I definitely wouldn't be able to do it. So thank you guys again. I'll finish it there. I hope it all made sense. If you have any questions, as always, leave a comment in the description, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Take care.